Hello and good afternoon from London, just gone 12 o'clock here, Tuesday 26th of March. Just going to have a quick look over some of the charts where we're currently standing and have a look at the calendar for the remainder of the day in the session. So going into the US morning, afternoon for the UK, you can see we've got some building permit numbers coming out of the US. We're not expecting too much from this in terms of movement unless it was to be wildly out of line. The cash open coming in, well, just over an hour as well, which obviously can affect equities and risk assets alike. Going into the afternoon or morning a bit further on, consumer confidence out at 2 p.m. UK time will be something to focus on. 132 expected for that. To have a look over the charts, just got oil here marked up, where you can see we've had a decent push this morning already above the R1 on the futures, coming up to quite an interesting point of potential resistance around $60. Also the highs that we had back on the 22nd as well, so Friday's highs, double top, not too far away. Looking at this, you can see the breakdown that we had Friday morning would be worth keeping an eye on around here just before $60 comes in as a potential resistance point. If that was to break through the high of last week on the 21st, 60.39, a key level to keep an eye on. Support wise, the R1 around 59.60, an important point for oil. Also, just flicking back to the calendar, you can see we've got the API numbers out this evening, and then DOE tomorrow. So for any oil traders looking to factor that in, would be recommended. Elsewhere, equities mentioned, we've got the cash open coming up. A couple of key points to be aware of just before that. 28.25, we talked about this quite a lot over the last sort of few weeks, the importance of this level going back to the beginning of the month, the amount of times we've sort of found resistance or support there. I'll be looking at that level as a line in the sand for the bulls and the bears. Also matching up around that area, you've got this trend line which we've broken back, so to also offer a level of resistance. I'll be looking around there if I was long, a place to take profit. The high of the day broken through, and we found a bit of support around 28.17 on the futures as well. If we were to clear 28.25, some important points I've got marked up here as well. The breakdown that we had on Friday as well, where we found support then resistance, would be a nice place as well. Having a look at gold, we can see we've broken down this morning, making a new low through the S1. This trend line that I've got marked on here as well had broken through, and we're actually just coming back to retest that now, and also what was the previous low of the day. So a key resistance point, if you like, right now, where we're looking to trade. I'll be keeping an eye on what happens around here. 13.15 on the futures, previous low of the day, and retest of this trend line to the upside. Previous sort of low of the morning trend line from those highs as well. It looks like it could come in around 13.17 and a half, one to have marked up on the chart. Euro, which found resistance on a previous high from yesterday, you can see pretty much to the tick, and a retest of this trend line I've got marked up. That's not too far away now from the low of the day, which was good support yesterday, before making that low as mentioned around 8:30 UK time this morning. Break of that, some important support levels to be found just below, as we have been pretty range bound for the last 24 hours in this market, where it's not quite sure what to do. The yen, which had been in a similar kind of range yesterday, has finally broken out to the downside. That support level, which was the previous resistance on the 21st, going, so worth keeping an eye should that come back to test the low of the day, and this trend line from the 21st has just found some support now. Any questions as usual, please do let me know, but if not, I'll catch you later on.